Yo, what's up? It's your boy BigDonSkillz. We doing a two-piecer videos today. I don't even know what that means, but I'm gonna have to go on a rant real quick because they just announced Warzone Season 1 of Black Ops Cold War has been delayed. And I want to just take the time on this video to rant about how garbage and how bad buying new games just have gotten, I feel like, over the years. So I'm gonna get to that real soon. Alright, so I'm gonna read this article from Dexerto. Warzone Season 1 of Black Ops Cold War has been delayed. Warzone's much anticipated Black Ops Cold War update has been delayed to the disappointment of Call of Duty fans across the globe. It's fair to say there's a lot of excitement of Warzone's integration into Cold War. The update's expected to bring a set of significant changes to the free-to-play title, including map changes, new weapons, and new modes. Warzone will be transitioning into a new Call of Duty title, the game will be receiving a soft reset and returning to Season 1. In November, Activision revealed that Season 1 would arrive on December 10th. Unfortunately, an announcement has revealed that the update has been delayed. Okay. A live blog post from Activision revealed Warzone season has been delayed. It was originally set for a December 10 release, but we know it'll be December 16th. It is an unprecedented amount of free content and the teams are currently prepping. We're taking a few more days to finalize everything before unleashing this massive drop of new free content to the community. Alright, so I got a rant right here, man. I purchased Black Ops Cold War and it's been 2, maybe 3 weeks, and I am not able to play the game. I can't play the game, man. I'm on PC. The game doesn't work, dude. And it's ridiculous because this is a digital game, and it doesn't work. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Most of the time when I play the game, I get what's called like a fatal error. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. It's insanely random. It has no consistency. I could be doing a jump shot. I could die. I could be changing a setting in the menu. I could just be standing still and the game just has fatal errors and closes. When that happens, I don't gain any sort of like match experience or anything. So it just essentially resets that match. Now, you would think something game breaking would have been patched out within the first 2 or 3 days of a game. You know, of course stuff happens. This game's being launched, you know, cross-platform and whatnot, cross-generation. I understand, and there's a timeline, and there's the pandemic. But I think all those excuses don't exist anymore. I think people have settled into this pandemic right now, and developers and publishers, if there's something wrong, if their product is trash and it's still not bad, delay it. Like, you have to delay your product. This game is not only not working on PC, but it's shutting down Xboxes. It's apparently bricking people's consoles too. I think somebody's PS5 got bricked. So you have people on every single console that can't play the game. Xbox essentially having similar issues as PC. PS5 players are saying that the stuff doesn't work. And so you have a game that doesn't work 80% of the time. Not only that, this game released with like the least amount of content in all of like Call of Duty, because it has like 8 maps, right? But technically it has only like 6 because 2 of the maps are just cutouts of the bigger game mode. And honestly, they're 2 of the best maps in the game, which I wish games would do that more. Battlefield does that where they cut pieces out of their big maps for the smaller like team deathmatch based modes, and those are at low-key better than some of the big conquest levels. I wish Call of Duty would just do that. Like, if you got these big pieces of Warzone map and whatnot, just throw it as a team deathmatch 6v6 map. Like, it's more content, it doesn't matter, and it's on a smaller scale. But like, this is gonna be unscripted, so I feel like I'm gonna probably jump all over the place. But I just can't believe I work for my money, I spend money on a product, it doesn't work. Normally you get a refund, right? I can get refunds for stuff, but when you're trying to play it and you're like, okay, maybe it's going to be fixed, and you're like giving it more chances, because I've never had a game that doesn't work for weeks after it's came out before. Usually the problems will persist for like I'll give it like 5 days max, right? They'll do a big patch. Okay, we address most of the crashes, blah, blah, blah. There should be very few issues, right? And then they just work on the little bug patches. And you're like, fine, you know? But Call of Duty is one of those games where, unfortunately, it pulls you in this vortex of where you think, like, okay, I buy this game only because I want to play this with homies. Like, I don't buy Call of Duty because I love Call of Duty. I buy it because, yo, me and the homies can hop on, play some games, have a good time, call it a day. You know what I'm saying? But this game has completely ruined that. And the most fun part of the game is like the first few weeks when everybody's like experimenting, learning the weapons, learning the maps, and with how like ridiculously over the top and sweaty that people play Call of Duty, it's gonna get bad really quick. The fun and enjoyment is just gonna, especially with the whole debate of skill-based matchmaking and that whole fiasco of how the game is always trying to pair you against people that are just playing for their lives, man, playing for that TTV, that twitch.tv/. But yeah, that game is trash. And I also wanted to jump into how I purchased Watch Dogs Legion recently. And if y'all haven't seen me play it on twitch.tv/BigDonSkillz, you already know where to go. But I had a lot of hype for this game too. And I should have known better because it was a Ubisoft game. But I played it. And it was fun. Didn't really have any issues with it. The game was fine. But for some reason, there's no save button in the game. And because there's no save button, you know, open world games tend to have autosave, right? That's normal. There's nothing wrong with that. But the game doesn't autosave properly. And on Xbox, sometimes it'll force close itself when you're not playing. Because, you know, Xbox has the quick resume feature. So if you turn your console off, you can turn it right back on and play from where you left off. Well, I had a glitch where it would force close the game sometimes in the quick resume mode. But then because the game doesn't save properly, I would sometimes come back and play the game and I'd be like, wait, what? I would lose like hours of progress. And because the game has all the characters being randomly generated, you literally just change the entire experience you had from the past like 2 hours. And so now I'm playing a single player game that doesn't work. This game also announced the multiplayer as if it was going to be part of the launch. Then when you play the game, it's like, oh, it comes out December 3rd, 2020. Then the other day they say, you know what? Actually, we're going to have to delay this until 2021. So now I got a game that I literally purchased for the single player, yes, but I wanted to play multiplayer with the friends. Multiplayer is not in there. It doesn't work. It's busted. It's broken. And so now I have 2 games I recently purchased, spent full price on, which, by the way, Watch Dogs was $30 now on Black Friday. So now I played myself because I bought something early, a game that was primarily single player, which I wouldn't have mind spending the full price for. But now the single player part of the game is broken. The main function, it doesn't even save your progress. Like, I don't get how some of this stuff still makes it. And like 3 patch notes later, they still haven't fixed the Xbox issue. So now I have a game that I'm not going to even touch until they fix the problems because I can't play it. It's literally unplayable. And to go back on Call of Duty, the worst part about Call of Duty, which made me mad, and this is the reason why I justify spending the money full price for Call of Duty, I played the beta on PC and it was flawless. It worked great. The game played flawless, dude. With the exception of like joining glitches, right? That stuff I'd expect them to work out in beta. Like you had a hard time joining people. But the game worked flawless, dude. I had no force close issues. I had no gameplay related issues at all, other than some like visual glitches. Which is fine. That stuff gets patched out. But I'm like, okay. I know a lot of people will say, you know, that's why you don't buy games at launch. You know, you wait until it goes on sale. Like, yeah, I understand that. But if you want something, you want to play it when you want to play it. So you're gonna make the purchase if you want the product, right? We all know that products are gonna go on sale regardless. So it's whether or not you just care to like wait on it, or if you've got other games you gotta play. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the fact that like I got finessed, dude, because Call of Duty worked when I played it on PC, and then it just didn't work when it launched. And that's how I justified my purchase. I wanted to see if I liked the beta. The beta was great, and then the real game doesn't work, which is backwards. So I don't know. I also I've talked about this on stream multiple times, but I wanted to make a video about it. But even back last year, if y'all remember, Sonic Team Racing came out and the Crash Team Racing, they both came out in the same month. I want to say like June or July of last year. Quote me if I'm wrong. But I wanted an alternative, a fun little alternative to Mario Kart. That's all. I have a soft spot for kart racers, right? Crash I was interested in. I ended up copping Crash, and then I also ended up copping the Sega game. Or I'm sorry, the Sonic game. Dude, this game, like, I actually had to get a refund from Xbox because the game, I didn't buy it for like a week or two after it came out. When I bought the game, the online didn't even work. I bought it to play online. It's a racing game. I don't have people coming over to my house like that. I bought it to play online. So the online hadn't worked, and I'm reading the comments on the Xbox, and they're like, yeah, the online still doesn't work. I can't find a match. It won't put me in a queue with people. So I had this game. I had it for like 2 or 3 days. I actually got a refund for that bad boy because the main reason why I got it, which was the online, didn't work. It's crazy how these games do that. And when I bought Crash Team Racing, it wasn't that the game was busted. I just didn't like the game. I was playing it day one, and it had no sort of like matchmaking. It was just pairing you up against people. And these dudes, I guess, were like pros on the PS1 version. So I had people doing like glitches and shortcuts literally on the first day of the game. I'm not even exaggerating. On the first day of the game, people were doing like shortcuts and super boosting and all that crazy, like, you know, kart racer technique stuff. So it's just like, dang, man. You want to, you know, I work for my money, and people who make these purchases, they work for their money. They work hard for their stuff. So if you make a purchase, you want to make sure you have something that's working, man. Like, I'm not going to buy I don't know, like, I'm not going to buy a controller, right? If they tell me that, like, this controller's, like, right trigger button doesn't work, you know, but you spend full price on it. We're going to fix it eventually. You just got to send it in to us. We'll repair it. Or like a Joy-Con drift, I think, good example. You know, we sell you these Joy-Cons. It's literally the only way you can play your console without buying other stuff. It's the main controller for your Switch. But, you know, most people are going to have Joy-Con drift. But in order for it to work, you have to send it into Nintendo. And now you don't have a controller for your console because it's the main way of playing it in portable mode. So, oh, man. I just don't rock with these companies. I can't support this stuff, man. It's trash, bro. Like, this is legit trash, man. And you know, I've been told you gotta, you know, talk with your wallet, which is true, man. Which is true. Like, the pandemic excuse doesn't work anymore, dude. Like, we're not accepting that excuse anymore. Like, only games that came out between March and August. I'll say July, August. Anything after that gets no justification for the Not when you have these multi-billion-dollar corporations who can make adjustments to their development and their development schedule. And nah, dude. That's a no for me, man. But I appreciate y'all for watching this video. I just wanted to go on this rant. I still probably didn't even get all my points across, man. This video is just gonna be put out raw. But it's frustrating. It's super annoying, and people gotta fix their stuff, man. This is unreal, man. Absolutely just garbage, dude. But that's why I like retro games now. I just like to play a lot of old school stuff. At least I know what's broken in it, which is fundamentally broken. But all right, it's almost 15 minutes, y'all. I appreciate y'all for hanging out today. Once again, let me know what y'all think of just the state of like gaming right now and how it's just a buggy mess to me. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for stopping by. You already know what to do. Slap the like button, uppercut it, elbow drop it, kick it with your big toe. I don't know what y'all do. Have a good rest of y'all day, man. Guess what, y'all? Peace out. Deuces.